All right. Hey, Robin. You gonna get me a Pegasus?
Uh,
Cause you fucking owe me one.
I don't think you would have gotten a Pegasus.
Why? Why not?
Well,
You see
there's
me
two that
fight.
we didn't kill, and they're not here.
He would have called it back down. It was a deal.
Also, we don't have a stable on this boat.
I don't care. I made one. We got a poop deck.
Paul lands on the, or sort of flying around your crow's nest. Goes, "Rah, parrots are better."
Oh, he's got you there.
Debatable.
Um,
Anyway, next time I say I got it, I fucking got it.
We'll get it faster next time.
It would. What else are we doing? What do you have that's so damn important? You couldn't have waited for me to get a mythical creature. Oh, I'm sorry I couldn't get this mythical creature in less than a minute.
Yep.
Next time you're casting a spell, I'm gonna tell you to fucking hurry up. I don't care how much trouble it is or how hard it racks your brain, or I don't give a shit anymore.
You do say that sometimes.
No, I don't. I'm like, oh, I hope you don't fail and we all die. Take as much time as you need, please. Is usually what I say.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, that's right. You damn girl. And I go back
So,
to my and I go back to my
yep.
sulking.
the cheery attitudes in the crow's nest aside.
That
I like how
crew
this
totally
is still like what, like 45 feet. So we're yelling at
Yep,
each other.
that's what I said. So this is being yelled up.
Yeah, yeah. And McCree's just like glancing up every once in a while, but just like, yep, all right.
Either they're working on their intimidation again, or they're having a little spat.
Yeah. So a bit of time passes, a bit longer than you would think an interrogation would take. But Tara, eventually you conclude with your interrogation.
I might even think about it that it's taking her like I hope the captain's all right. I don't care.
Yeah, it's taken her a
It takes
while.
like a long time. I'll probably have Paul fly down and look in the window. But if it's like
Define a long time.
like more than an hour and a half or 2 hours or something like that.
Okay. Yeah, it probably doesn't take that long.
Yeah, at the hour. Yeah, if it's an hour, I'd be like, huh. I hope she's all right. No, wait, I don't care.
Yeah.
I'll be fucking captain. And I'll get to make the rules about who gets to do what.
Not that long time. But still kind of an unusually long amount of time. Yeah, so Tara, once you finish your interrogation, what are you going to do? Oh, he's muted.
Oh.
He's trying to unmute.
Get your shit together, captain. That's it. Captain's going crazy.
I think he's taking like a phone call or something.
Well, good. More time for me to yell at Robin.
More important things than captaining a boat, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, apparently. Everybody's wondering. Well, I guess it's the doldrums, so nobody's wondering what to do. It's the hurry up and wait.
No one's captaining shit right now.
Yep. It's like, is the boat still floating in the water, doing nothing?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Friggin' fragging. I'm gonna go get drunk. see. All right,
Alright.
a 3 on my
Sorry,
vigor.
Kelsey called me right as that was happening.
Yeah, I figured as much. Yeah, so what are you gonna do after you finish your interrogation?
Did I notice a parrot spooking on me?
No, that would it
take
didn't take more than an hour and a half, so
Oh, okay.
that was the point at which Paul would be gunned down to check on you.
I'm sorry. Your name was what?
Names, we do not do that. To bind oneself to a single label for eternity, well, it's
I'll just call you Buttercup then. How do you want to leave my
what
vessel?
would you wish? Oh, it matters not. Although, I think I might fancy a bit of a swim after all that.
Alright. I'll go open the door and give him the old hand gesture.
Oh my god, can we make him walk the plank? We're pirates, and we haven't done that yet.
Oh, yes. Alright, lads, roll out the plank.
Okay, so you go up there with him.
Yeah.
Is he bound or anything?
Not anymore.
He was tied to the chair, you're right.
Yeah.
He was tied to the chair.
And
Would I have
then-
retied him up for this? Probably not.
Okay. I mean, he doesn't seem like he is really interested in causing much more trouble.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I'll just walk him out.
Yep. All right. So you go back up onto the top deck, and he looks just as smug as he was when he went down there. Well, I guess he was unconscious, so he looks more smug now.
he looks smug while he's unconscious. Damn, that's pretty
And
fucking hard.
as you instruct, I mean, if anyone would be,
Yeah.
yes. You instruct the crew to roll out the plank, which he kind of like grins a little bit, and says, "Ah, how dramatic."
I always need to put on the show.
Of course.
Also, there's no, like, islands anywhere in sight, right?
Nope. This is the middle of the ocean.
An unusual plank walking, but I like it.
So he kind of like walks out onto the plank and turns around, and sort of does a sort of like a short bow to you, Tara, and says, "Well, this was all quite good fun. I must say I do tend to prefer blooding my blade over."
I'm gonna give him a push with air manipulation before he can finish that sentence.
Okay. Give me a D6 roll.
Do I get my wild die with my air manipulation strength?
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
It counts as a trait roll.
All my bennies for this.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Athletics is pretty high.
I got a 10.
Oh yeah, you got it.
Yeah.
So he like in the middle of his dramatic goodbye, you just like push him off, and he splashes into the water and lets out a little laugh as he says, "If you ever find yourself interested in more, you can find me at the court of the Duke of Summer Rains. He has an island to the south of here."
Oh, fuck.
We don't
Bye
have
bye
any islands
now.
south of here, do we?
No,
It's
you
just
don't.
the storm wall, right?
I'll go over to the map. But yeah, he just sort of starts swimming away as he says that. He is swimming south.
Okay.
Kind of like, yep,
Where are we?
very leisurely.
There we are.
Take a little bit for the map to load. And yep, so that concludes that little side adventure.
Over here.
At
wait,
this point,
big wind.
yeah. So the Pegasus and the other two dead elves are definitely like noticeably diminished at this point, and almost like slightly transparent.
You better hurry up and get your bone, Tara.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go try to cut one of that Pegasus's bones out.
Okay, give me a survival
I'm
roll.
just gonna go for like one of its knuckle bones or something. We'll continue
The most
knuckle
magical of all bones.
Yeah.
Do
That'll be a-
horses have knuckles?
I don't think so.
Well, oh right. I guess it wouldn't have a knuckle. For
Like-
some reason, my mind went straight to like Griffin with claws.
Oh yeah.
Pegasus.
I mean, they have ankles.
There you go.
I'll try to.
I mean,
figure out-
their leg is basically just one giant toe. You know,
I'll
because
just
they have one toe.
go for one of the teeth.
A teeth.
Yep.
A teeth.
There you go.
Oh.
That's how word
Yep.
works.
You get a teeth. All right. What was your survival roll?
An 8.
Okay. Yeah. So it's kind of weird. Like, as you progress, you manage to cut out a couple of the teeth because that's fairly easy. And you know they're pretty large. I would say maybe like 150 marks worth, enough for like a major bone talisman.
Okay.
But yeah, like as you're cutting through the flesh, it feels like it's not like fully there anymore. When you cut the teeth out, they do like sort of partially rematerialize. It's still like kind of almost like slightly transparent, like fogged glass almost. But they don't seem to fade anymore. And while you're doing that, the elves pretty much fade entirely into nothing.
It's like dissecting a jellyfish.
Yeah. Yeah, so you don't get quite as many bones as you would like, but you got some bones. Yeah. So the Doomy kind of like walks up to you, Tara, as you finish carving the Pegasus up. He says, Captain, did we get anything useful out of the prisoner? You know why they attacked us?
Seems like they attacked us because it's good fun. We make for good sport, and they'll probably be back unless we get moving.
Well, that might be difficult. What with the weather?
Right. Well, I think I'm going to have a little think about that. I'm gonna go start a ritual to cast air manipulation.
Okay.
Oh, well, okay.
What is it, Gerald?
Well, I was going to help, but then I crit failed. But I was going to help by boosting her magic, not by
Okay,
helping.
yeah. That's a good thing that you're gonna help that way. Did you roll on the spell?
Yeah.
Yeah, have it go off in the worst way possible and just destroy my spellcasting stat.
The spell automatically fails, and I'm stunned.
Okay. Yeah. So you try to help, and it's just like, oh, ooh, okay, maybe not this time.
You got this. I'm gonna go rest.
So, well, the thing is I don't usually have to roll to cast air manipulation. How does that work with rituals?
You would cast it as the spell.
As the spell, okay.
Yeah. Anything beyond the like base unmodified air manipulation, you still have to roll with.
Gotcha. So can I, if I want to try to go for a raise, can I choose to roll for it?
Yes.
Okay, that's good to know. All right. So it would be. What modifier would it be? Area, augmented effect,
Yeah, to affect the ship.
and probably duration. Yeah, we'll go ×3 for a day long. Oh, I need to boost it to affect the ship.
Yep.
So it'd be like area of effect then.
Yes.
Oof,
Increased
okay, so
size of.
a lot harder. What are we? Size like?
Yeah, because you gotta fill the sails. Size 13.
13. So that's ×4. So I'm at ×6 for a 1 day long boost. Okay. Should still be good.
How long is this taking?
It would take 2 hours.
All right, after like 15 minutes, I like shoot a gun
Just
over.
in the air,
Yep,
just for fun.
yep, just for fun.
No other reason, of
No,
course.
no other reason.
You see like my head poke up from like drawing on the keel
Mhm,
or the stern, just like
mhm.
over the railing, and then go back down.
Do I? I mean, I see that, right? All right, hear
What?
that?
Yes, definitely.
He's still being sulky about it.
Mhm.
I'm gonna cast fear.
You know that causes sanity damage, right?
I mean, he got some of his sanity back.
Oh god. Yeah.
Yeah, I got it with a 7.
Okay, so that's just a spirit roll.
Yep.
Okay, Mr. Dibbs, give me a spirit roll.
Crit fail.
Oh no. All right. Well, roll a d20 for me.
7.
Okay. Well, that's fine. You are vulnerable until the end of your next turn, as you get this like otherworldly dread lodged in your chest, just like the feeling of like horrifying impending doom for a second. You do lose 1 sanity.
What the hell was that?
And you're able to shake it off after a second.
Yeah, what the hell was that?
But unnerving.
I'm hoping to give him a minor phobia of me.
That would be really bad, because then he would be at -1 all the time. Anything you're gonna do to follow that up, Mr. Dibbs?
No, I'm gonna wait for another hour. I'm gonna shoot some more guns.
All right. So Tara,
All right,
have
let's
you
get this gravy train
make the
moving.
roll? All
One
right.
level.
Level of blood casting.
First plus one. I didn't need no blood casting, although it did get me a red. So I got a 9.
A 9. All right. Give me a spell casting roll.
Do I get my blood casting thing or just roll?
Nope, just base spell casting roll. No penalties, no bonuses.
Well, I did well. Thank you, Wild Die. 15.
Okay. So you begin the ritual. You sort of go about. You draw out the circle on the back of the deck, and you begin channeling elemental winds into it, spinning them around and slowly filling the sails with wind. And as you are sort of in the process of channeling the ritual, you feel like kind of like a resistance to it. Like the wind that you're drawing into it is being like pulled away almost by some force unknown. You are able to overpower it, but yeah, you do notice that the ritual was contested in some way. But of the 2 hours, you unleash the bottled up wind, and the sails furl out to their fullest extent, giving cheers across the deck for your journey beginning anew. Also, there are numerous gunshots from the foremast throughout, which probably lost their startlingness after a couple times.
What is going on with that?
Mr. Dibbs is just shooting guns for fun.
Do I know why?
Probably eventually I yell down, "What's taking so long?"
Okay.
He's probably upset still.
This takes forever. Why aren't we moving yet? Your spells. It's taken longer than, I don't know, 30 seconds. We should be gone by now.
I can't wait for the cook to be a little bit late.
Yep. So once the ritual is complete, you are able to continue your journey once again, and set course for Al-Nahir. So you lost a couple of hours. It's getting closer towards evening, but the weather is very clear now that you're powering yourself with your own wind. It should be fairly smooth sailing to Al-Nahir, unless you encounter any more Pegasus riding elves or sea monsters or something. Anything that you guys would like to do or talk to each other about before you get back to Al-Nahir?
If Mr. Dibbs wants to come down to talk, I'll tell them that the ritual was definitely resisted, and that magical, or the lack of wind was probably magical elves. Elves would be my guess.
Yeah.
The summer rains.
If I ever get a time or a minute alone with Tara, I'm going to ask if she will tell me what the other two questions were. But if she doesn't, I won't prod.
Yeah, I mean, certainly at some point, maybe in the evening.
How old are you, Robin?
I think I just turned 14.
Okay, so you're like an adult in this world.
I thought you were 15.
Yeah. She's a teenager. It's close enough to an adult.
I mean,
so
She's killed people.
yeah.
That makes her an adult.
Sex is less censored than violence.
I mean, she
So it
just
should be.
blew 2 people's heads off.
Yeah, I only
I think
blew one.
we're
head off.
immortal.
Hey.
Uh,
Fucking joke city, baby. Yeah, I'll probably tell her. Let me think of what I would say though, because I'd be a little coy about it. Obvious while obfuscating. Sure how she would go about that though.
If Dibs picks up on it, he just completely vulgarizes it. It's like, she banged him.
oh, this is
Oh yeah, totally.
No, this would have been just me and Tara.
Oh, okay.
Men at sea aren't always of quality, so if you find one of quality, sometimes it's good to see what they're about.
I think I'll probably, she'll come around and understand, and then she'll just be pissed that you wasted 2 questions.
Yeah, right.
Like, we could have known where the fuck this island is, or how the fuck we can get Mr. Dibs a Pegasus, because apparently that's super important to him. Alright, I'm going.
Robin, what do you think? 50-50, Mr. Dibs knew Pegasus existed before today?
I mean, Luca definitely did. Maybe we can just get like a horse and like attach some wings to it or something like that and give it to him.
I can definitely make a horse fly.
Yeah, there we go.
That'd be so graceful.
The most confused and scared horse ever.
yeah.
It's just like wings, like
You'd
fabric wings strapped
Sure,
to its
you
saddle.
can make a horse fly, but can you get a horse to understand it can fly?
I mean, if you could train a horse to like be like, oh, that thing is happening again. I know what to do now. Like, that'd be a valuable
Maybe.
asset.
Maybe you probably could with like Beastmaster,
Yeah.
the power. Just like, hey, yo, horse, you can fly now. This is how it works. Here, I'll show you. Just get a horse, tape wings to it. Off-brand Pegasus.
Other than that, I think I would have just spent my time still studying that skull.
Okay. Yeah, give me another occult roll on that as you return to port.
Oh, Benny, that. Rosie off.
Yeah, Rosie.
Yeah.
Road.
Probably don't need any bennies today anyway.
Okay, so you do figure out the skull's purpose. So it as I said, it has to do with elemental sensory stuff.
And communication.
Communication, yep. So this skull can be used to, while you're just like holding it, it can be used to detect elemental magic, basically. Not particularly useful to a mage because you can pretty much just do that normally. This is kind of like a way that a mundane person can detect elemental energy
Okay.
when holding the skull sort of in front of them at like chest level and concentrating. They can sense through its eyes almost the magical energy around them. The other effect that it has is that it can be used in some kind of like a seance almost, but with elementals.
Oh. Wait, don't we have an old
We
elemental?
have an elemental in a jar that I carry around.
You're not 100% sure on the specifics of the like what you're supposed to do with the ritual because it's not written down or anything. You're just kind of examining the item and inferring off that. But it seems as though the elemental, like part of it, sort of inhabits the skull, and then it can sort of use that as a method of communication between the person, or between the ritualist and the elemental.
I'm definitely Deltar about that.
I have an elemental in the bottle here. I'm not saying we need to talk to it, but I want to talk to it.
Lightning in a bottle.
I mean, presumably that thing was alive when it was put in the bottle, so it should know something about that culture.
That's right. Well.
Also,
I want to talk to the storm. Oh man, I want to talk to that storm.
Let's practice with our lightning elemental first.
Oh,
So you're like, this
where was
thing
that
can talk to
storm?
elementals. I'm going to find the biggest elemental immediately.
That wasn't even that. That was over here.
Yeah, it was by the island. I mean, it wasn't there when you like sailed back through there, so it's not like
Yeah.
perpetually there. But yeah.
Okay. Wow,
Yeah.
that is fascinating. Well, you better keep that one in the back pocket.
Yes, indeedly do. Yeah, so that would be most of your time on the remainder, your free time at least, on the way back, Robin.
I probably also would start to feel bad, and I'd apologize to Mr. Dibbs eventually.
About what?
What is about what?
Well, one for taking his kill, and two for giving him a sanity point.
Oh, that was you?
What the fuck do you think it was?
I don't know why I felt impending doom.
Do me?
Well, did I know where the source came from?
No, not unless Robin made like obvious gestures to indicate it was her.
I mean, I probably would have smiled and waved at him.
I don't know if that's obvious enough. Maybe if Mr. Dibbs cares to, you could make a smarts roll, maybe.
No.
Well, I assume that you know it was me.
No, I'm not smart like that. I don't know where magic comes from. Or I don't even know it was magic. I just assumed something horrible happens because horrible things happen to people on this ship.
I thought you were going to say horrible things happen to you.
Well, that too. I was, but then it kind of is everybody.
That's what happens when you're adventurers.
Don't talk to me for a while.
Is there anything Mr. Dibbs is doing during the rest of the way back to Allen here?
No. No.
Making rum and getting drunk.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I'm just gonna be absolutely hammered and zero help to anyone. If you want my help, it's gonna be negative rolls for your shit.
Drinking and rebellious, then.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
In fact, I'm
sounds
gonna
good.
keep my sanity too. I'm not letting it go away. So that way, if you get in trouble and need my help, no, you're fucked.
Right, you're keeping your remaining sanity
Yeah,
intact.
I'm at -3 sanity. If I get any more, I'm fucked. And I have my crewmates to thank for that. So I'm gonna let that
There
sit
you
for a
have
little while.
All right, sounds good. So after
Bringing magic into this shit, the taunts and whatnot.
after
Pissy.
after about a day, the doldrums let up, and you're able to proceed without the power of the ritual. Another day and a half or so gets you into the port of Al Nahir. Are you going to dock in the harbor this time? I know, last time you just kind of like docked out on the south side of the point and
Well, we
briefly
do
stopped
have-
in.
We do have actual cargo.
You do.
Yeah.
You have something.
We
we-
picked up that ore.
Yeah, and we
You
have
have ore and weaponry.
Yeah.
From the like cannons and stuff. That
also
the ship.
a shit ton of bronze discs and gold and
you also have a couple of
magic.
orders
Yeah,
at the
let's go to the
armory. So yeah, you got stuff to do now in here.
And we can check in with our our contact.
Yes, Safur. All right, yeah. So
Steal that stuff and sell it to the freedom fighter navy, whatever they are, right?
what stuff? Oh, the fire.
Yeah, the Greek fire.
Yep, you certainly could do that. I don't remember what your plans for it was, but you were interested in it.
Well, that's
Yeah,
what our contact is finding, right? That warehouse.
he's finding the location. Yes. Yeah, it's been like a little over a week, I think, since you're from the deep vault venture. And you guys get back into Al Nahir sort of late in the evening. What is your first stop going to be? I mean, if you want to go to a shop, you're probably going to end up having to wait until the morning.
I mean, we're gonna go catch our friend eating dinner, right?
You might
Be around.
be able to get over there if you head over there as soon as you get on to like go to dock.
I say, do the thing.
All right, Robin. He does the thing. Is the thing dock the ship and
And start selling the ore and weapons.
selling the ore and weapons? Okay, yep, he's doing the thing.
Doomy knows what the thing is.
Doomy knows what the thing is, yeah. All right, so yeah, Doomy starts doing the thing, and the three of you guys are gonna go to the Red Lantern, or the attic of the building next to the Red Lantern.
I don't know if
Yeah.
Mr. Good's sober enough to walk.
That's about it though.
Still a little like tipsy.
Mm-hmm.
Been drinking through the supplies of rum.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Gibbs, when you went and talked to the lighthouse keep, they said something about like a big flying bird, right?
No, I did. They said they never saw anything like that.
Now I don't know if you're telling me that just and you're lying just to be a pain, or
No, I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Like, I brought it up, and they said that they never saw anything like a bird, but there's all sorts of sailors' tales.
Yep. Mm-hmm. That is right.
'Cause I'm wondering if that Pegasus, if a Pegasus is what people are saying.
Yeah, that could be if the
Maybe.
elves hang around here. If they frequent this area, then sailor tales could turn into Pegasi.
Do you still have that barrel of
Mm-hmm.
whatever, the whiskey?
Yep.
Have you drunk any of it in your binge?
Let's see.
Probably just copied it.
I don't know if I'd want to focus for an hour. I probably just wanted to get drunk right then and there. I've got a lot of other booze, though, so no.
Okay. Drink from your other booze supplies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you're just still kind of like a little tipsy from steady drinking all day.
Yep. Oh, yeah, it did not stop.
Why don't you give me a vigor roll?
I did earlier. I got a 3.
Okay. Yeah, so we'll say you have a level of fatigue just from like
Yep.
continuous drunkenness.
Okay.
Yeah, but you guys get over to the Red Lantern Inn and make your way up to the attic area. Let's see here. Who's going first in through the window?
I'll go first.
All right, give me a notice roll.
Oh boy, here we go. I got a. If it's not too far away from me, I got a 3.
Okay. So you walk through the door.
Might not be too far away from me.
And you now give me an agility roll at -2.
Okay. Hey, D10. Yeah. Oh, thank you, D10. I got 7.
Okay. So you are aware of a like a slight tension that like catches your foot as you go through the door, and then you hear like a scraping sound to your like above you, and sort of like instinctively like sort of jump forward and roll out of the way, and there's this cacophonous clattering as a bunch of like tin cans and a frying pan just like fall from the ceiling and swing out to like smack up against the side of the windowsill, and just kind of like rattle around, causing quite a lot of ruckus. And that probably would have hurt a lot if it hit you in the face.
Someone's been watching too much Home Alone.
Yeah.
All right.
But you managed to sort of like get to your feet and look around the the attic full of little like crates and boxes and stuff, and after sort of a half second, you hear kind of like a as the lid of a crate lifts up slightly, and you see the sort of balding head of Safur kind of peeking up. He says, "Oh, hello. Sorry about the trap."
No, I get it. I get it. Unwanted visitors and all that.
Yes, just being careful, you know.
Of course.
He sort of stands up, gets out of the crate, with a bottle of something in hand. Like takes a swig. Hello. you're back. That's nice.
Yes,
Um,
we're
I
in the
have-
area, and we're wondering if you had anything on that little job we gave you.
I do. And he does the like shifty eyes back and forth, and says, maybe we should not talk here after that.
Of course. Where would you like to go?
Um, Meet me on the south side of town. There is a rock that is shaped like a crow's beak. Directly south of the herbalism shop.
South of the what shop?
The herbalist.
Oh, the herbal remedies.
I'll see you there. And he sort of like darts out and moves to like another window, sort of on the other side of the attic, to scramble out onto the roof.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Are you going to walk over there right away?
He said, just meet him there later.
You just said meet me there.
But what do you think? I guess we could just go meet him there now. I think that's what they meant.
Yeah, I just start going.
All right. Yeah. So you make your way out there to the slowly fading light, and it's sort of like the sun has gone below the horizon, at the point where you are able to find the sort of pointy rock he was talking about. It takes you a little bit of just like wandering through the dull slate landscape.
These are all fucking bird beak rocks.
But eventually you hear like a psst, and his head poking out from behind a larger rock, and head over to where he is. And he says, yes, that particular place, I have not been staying at too much recently, for reasons which I will be no likely clear to you, as I tell you the information that I have gathered.
Mm-hmm.
But of course, I had to stay there to make sure that I would still stay in contact with you, hence the trap, being extra careful.
Of course.
So I suppose you want to know what I found out now.
Yes, that would be best.
Very well. Okay. So the fire that you are looking for, I know where it is.
Oh, well, that's fantastic. Where is it?
It is in a warehouse to the west of town. Sort of a warehouse. It is a large cavern that was originally used as a smuggler's den, but the Arnaki Navy found them out and has cleared it out to use for trafficking in discreet things such as this.
I see.
They have stashed it there. I don't know how long it is going to be there, but it is, from what I have heard, it has been there for at least a month. They seem to be storing it there. They have also they have hired quite a formidable retinue of guards to make sure that it stays there. I have heard that they've gotten a troop of Almajurai to stand around there, which, if you know their rates, you know that they are paying a pretty penny to have a bunch of very skilled warriors sit around and do nothing.
We went to their hangout, didn't we?
The Almatra, I believe Robin tried to get them to mail a severed head,
Yeah.
Yep.
which they did not do.
No.
Dudes.
Mainly because they're not really mailmen.
I stand by it.
Yeah, but you know they're like a mercenary guild that has a lot of history with the Arnaki Empire. They're basically like the legal mercenary guild that assures that the contractor doesn't screw over the mercenaries if they feel like that's easier than paying them. Oh yeah, I suppose I could get you the location of that on the map.
Do you
X
know how
marks
many
the
of them
spot.
there are?
Not precisely. Of the Al-Majra, I would say it is a troop, so there are probably at least like 6 to 12 of them.
Al-Najrai?
Al-Majrai.
Do we? Are they related to the Majrai mercenary guild?
Yes,
Okay.
they are. Yep. The Majrai Mercenary Guild is the Al-Majrai are the mercenaries of the Majrai mercenary.
That makes
Yeah.
sense. Yep.
Al-Majrai is the in sort of like the Aranaki old tongue means the Sons of Desolation, which was a name given to them before the formation of the Empire, when there was a lot of like warlords and stuff that roamed through Dracia, and the mercenary companies just kind of like followed the wars and left desolate, war-torn wastelands in their wake. So they have something of a grim reputation, if not quite reliable. So Safur says probably 6 to 12 of the Al-Majrai, and then I would expect about the same number of Aranaki soldiers, maybe more. Probably no more than 20 Aranaki.
Do you know when they got the last shipment?
It was some time ago. Not since you asked me to look into it a week and a half. Last month, I think.
So it's been sitting around for a bit.
Yes, I'm not sure of the exact quantity, but it is probably enough to fill at least one ship of considerable size.
And these caves are like right on the coast?
Yes, they are. Not the coastline is not good enough for a large ship to anchor, but you can row a long ship in without too much trouble. There is also a entryway or a passageway from inland, but it is smaller and likely fairly well guarded.
Okay.
So, are you going to hit them where it hurts?
We don't have any intention of starting a war with the Arnaki right now, but there may be profit to be made off of this. Rest assured, if
Oh,
there
yes,
is
of
profit to be
course.
made, you will be included, Sephora.
I am sure that those barrels of flames would. Oh, there would be someone who'd be willing to pay quite a lot for that.
Indeed.
How much does a night in like a medium quality or inn here cost?
Let me just
Best
check.
Western, that sort of quality.
Yeah, like not Motel 6.
Yeah.
We're not talking
Um,
Hilton.
Like an average, like medium class in like 15 marks
Okay.
for a private room.
Okay. I'll give him, I don't know, like 150 marks and say just go lay quiet for a bit.
Ah,
Cool with
yes,
that?
right. Oh, and of course, my explanation, in case you didn't already understand, my little hidey hole is fairly close to the Majora Guild, and it's not impossible that they caught wind of someone sniffing around, and I didn't want to risk getting click. He draws his finger across his throat. You know,
Is there a different way you'd like us to contact you in the future?
Let us say, do you know the inn, the Drab Drudge? It is by the northernmost point of the city,
Oh,
about a
yes.
block away from the shoreline. There is a little fishing shack that is just to the north of there. You can find me there in the mornings.
We will meet you there if we are in the city.
He sort of like nods and says, "Very well. Good luck. Let me know if you do anything profitable."
It's like
We will.
Simpsons hit and run. This guy's just in various different places at certain times.
Yeah, he has a very complicated schedule. All right. Yep. So after your business is concluded with Sephor, he sort of ducks around the rock and starts weaving his way back towards the city. Yeah. What would you guys like to do? At this point, it is evening, so shops and stuff are probably closed, but inns are certainly open and ready for business.
I mean, that's some good info, but I don't think we want to act on it right now, for sure.
I'd be interested in seeing if we can figure out when the next shipment's going to come in, and then we can just take that ship.
Intercept the shipment.
Yeah. I will say, if we get into a gun battle, though, that would be a bad thing.
For the person carrying that stuff, yeah.
I mean,
if it explodes,
it
you don't get anything
real
from it.
big, and then we wouldn't get anything anyways. And they might know what we're up to.
There are rules for if a ship is carrying gunpowder, if it blows up when the ship takes a wound. I would assume the rules you can assume the rules to be similar to that, if not maybe a little more volatile.
Is that's in the Pirates of
Yeah,
Pangola?
so here, anytime the ship suffers a wound, you roll 1d6 per unit of gunpowder or volatile material. And on a 6, the gunpowder explodes, causing 5d6 plus 1d6 per unit in damage.
Also, Ben, what the fuck? I got to that last that last live cargo thing. Ugh, that's gross.
Live cargo.
Thank